prize. Remember the golden rule. It's always behind you. Unless it's in front, below, or above you. When it comes to horror, Sky Movies rules.
You coming too, Jason?
Suppose.
Have you discovered Iceland's amazing value?
Gary, have you seen this? Curry for £1. And garlic Kievs. Kieran, get another trolley.
His first time in Iceland.
They must have got these prices wrong. Quick, fill up the trolley while I create a diversion.
Iceland's clear-cut prices mean great value all year round. And because we keep our prices simple, there'll be no nasty surprises at the checkout.
That's why Mum's go to Iceland. He's not with us.
But Henry loves crusts. Here you go, Henry. You like the white bits. Nah, Henry wouldn't like boneless chicken.
The KFC Deluxe Boneless Box. 8 original recipe mini breast fillets, 2 regular popcorn chicken, fries, large sides, Pepsi and a choice of dips. All for only $12.99. Kids won't leave a thing.
The Harvey sale is now on, and this table and 6 chairs is half price plus an extra 10% off. This leather corner group has an extra 10% off. Everything's included, lounge, dining and bedroom furniture. Nothing's been left out. And this beautiful sofa is an incredible half price plus an extra 10% off.
Hurry, an extra 10% off ends Monday 8 p.m.
November on Sky Sports. All these great fixtures from the Premiership.
What a goal that is! Yes! Unstoppable! Brilliantly hit! What a finish! That's a wonderful, wonderful goal!
Plus even more from the UEFA Champions League.
What a sensational strike! Oh, brilliant!
The Carling Cup and the Football League. To upgrade to Sky Sports, press the red button or go to Sky Active.
Now on Sky 3, the search for innovation continues in The Big Idea. Stick around at 10 for a half-hour look behind the scenes and more big ideas.
Mowing gel for lawns. For that closer row.
Vodafone brings you The Big Idea.
The Big Idea in association with Vodafone. Each week, 6 inventors will battle it out, hoping to win a place in the live final and a £100,000 investment prize. Only you at home can decide who that eventual winner will be. And just by voting, you could win a profit share of the winning idea. But before you at home get the chance to vote, every single one of our inventors has had to get past the judges. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Our first judge is multiple inventor Craig Johnston. After playing for the mighty Liverpool team of the 80s, his first big idea was the Predator, which became the best-selling football boot of all time. Next is Karen Villamoria. His big idea was to launch his own brand of less gassy beer. He's now turned Cobra Beer into a multi-million-pound award-winning international success. And finally, we have super saleswoman Ruth Badger. She shot to fame outselling everyone on The Apprentice. Basically, if it moves, she can sell it. Ladies and gentlemen, the judges. Now, over the past few months, they have seen hundreds of inventions and tonight have brought just 2 each to champion in the studio. So, are you ready to see some inventions? Yeah! Bring them on.
The Big Idea!
Hundreds of inventors came from far and wide for the chance of just 1 minute in front of our judges. Some of their ideas are hot off the press.
I only
thought of this idea 2 days before I had to get the submission in.
It was only literally a week ago I decided to do anything about it.
But some ideas have been festering in dark corners for some time.
Well, I actually came up with it quite slowly, some years ago.
It's been in a bag. It's been in a bag for years. Nobody's seen this.
So far, there's been a fair bit of...
No.
No.
9. Next. Never.
A lot of...
I don't understand what you're doing.
But for some people, winning the big idea is make or break. This next group have spent 4 years working on their scooter for snow.
There's 4 directors, and we've all put a 5-figure sum into the ski rider product.
But now they've run out of cash and desperately need more funds to keep their dream alive. The inventor even sold his house to fund it.
Having been a ski instructor many years ago, my knees gave up, my back gave up, and then everything else gave up. And it is actually a variable side-cut mono-ski, which is in the original patent application.
Oh dear, Andrew, you're not selling this very well. The judges look bored. Quick, show them the video. That's more like it. Just look at the judges now. I've never seen them so lively. Even Ruth wants to have a go. Well, they seem to like it. Well, they like the video at least. But will any of them put it through?
Absolutely brilliant. Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're through.
Congratulations, unanimous.
Right, there we are. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Andrew, Hubert von Stauffer and Ski Rider. All right then, Andrew. Hello there.
Hello there.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So you've got a lot of riding on this. You've remortgaged the house to fund this.
Absolutely, yes.
And you've now been served with a repossession order. I
Indeed, I
understand.
have.
So you need to win this programme.
Yes.
Can we put it up so
Certainly,
people can see it
put it up.
properly?
Yes, certainly.
OK, well, the audience around us are going to be deciding later whether or not, Andrew, to put you through. Karen, can you see anything wrong with this at all?
Well, let me just start by saying that of all the ideas we've seen in this whole competition, if there is one idea that stands out and just stood out amongst all the others as being the big idea, this one's it. And I'll explain.
In your opinion, this should win the whole show?
It'll win the whole show, and I'll explain to you why. I'll explain to you why. For any invention to be truly brilliant, it's got to be something that's different, better, and changes the marketplace forever. In this case, nothing like this exists in the world, has never existed. So he's created something completely different. Right. And wait, no, I've got to, please let me finish. Okay. This is really important. Because the other thing about it is that it's in a market that is a huge global market worldwide. The ski market, the snowboard market, the extreme sports market.
All right, we'll have a proper discussion in a moment about whether or not it's as good as you say it is. Before that, let's put it to a road test. Here is our resident inventor, Dick Strawbridge.
I know I can ride a scooter. The Ski Rider is completely different. Unlike other things in the market, there's no bindings. And I've searched, there are definitely no brakes on it either. That said, faint heart never won fair maiden, so here we go. Oh, is that good or what? OK, I don't ski with any finesse, but having said that, it's an awful lot of fun. And if you're young and you can snowboard, I'm sure you could crack this. I'm off again.
All right, Andrew, that's the first time you've seen that. It went very well. Let's talk to the other judges. Craig, if I can start with you. Do you wish you'd back this now? Is there anything wrong with it that you can see?
Well, first of all, there are other versions of scooters.
There's other versions of this product on the market?
There's several versions of scooters.
Well, I didn't know that.
Meet snowboard.
Let me stop with that. Let's pick up that. There's several other versions of this.
They're not, actually. The trick is that a lot of things which the Germans call generically Affenwagens, which is short for 8 wagons, have been around for a number of years. They're called snow bikes. And snow bikes actually haven't worked. In fact, this is the only product that's been allowed on the ski slopes in Whistler. All other attempts, and in fact, one of the products you were seeing was a Chinese rip-off of what we tried to do, and they failed miserably.
But there are contraptions similar to this, where you've got the handlebars on a board like that.
No, there are contraptions similar to this which are on a bicycle A-frame, which is not the same thing at all.
It has handleboards. There are things with handleboards on ski slopes already.
No,
handlebars.
hang on. There's
a
point. The point he's made is very important. I don't want that to go missing. It's been approved at Whistler.
It's not that unique.
But that
it's not that unique.
No. There's nothing else that has been allowed and that works.
But it's okay, Ruth.
The biggest concern I've got about it is when you're hurtling down there at speed and you let go of it, that is one hell of a contraption to come flying through the air to hit somebody. That's why I've got an issue on safety.
Andrew, you're saying it's dangerous?
No, we've had test after test. We've used ejection tests, drop-off tests, and all sorts. And that was the biggest single concern at Whistler, because their biggest fear is it slamming into a convention of slopeside convention of United States lawyers.
Yeah.
And in fact, what we found, it just wobbles and falls over almost immediately.
Right, so if I'm travelling on speed and I let go, it's just going to fall over?
Yes.
It's not going to carry on in the air?
Not at all.
Okay, Craig, quick.
That's true.
We're going to wrap this up in a minute.
Come on. You say you don't... No, that's not... You don't believe it. If they've done
until
Whistler...
you can show by test that doesn't happen, I don't believe
Whistler,
it.
do you know how strict they are in those areas?
Karen,
they would
if you're on a
never allow
skateboard
something.
and that is quite light and you get off it, it will continue to go.
It's
it will not just fall on
instinctively, it seems the potential to have a bit dangerous.
No, but if somebody Whistler allows it, I'm sorry, they would never allow something that's dangerous.
We've got to move on to somebody
else. We'll invite you to come to the Snow Dome and try it for yourself.
I would love to.
We are leaving it there. Audience, you will decide later whether or not...
This is a brilliant product.
Karen, I've heard enough. Whether or not to put the ski rider through. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Hubert von Stauffer.
Well done.
So, one invention down, 5 more to see, and after the break, it's Ruth and Craig's turn to try and find the best ideas out of this lot.
Go, Nigel. Go, Nigel. It's not one of the biggest we've seen.
And if you at home want to get your hands on a brand new Palm Trio, then just answer the following question. Which exciting big idea first arose in 1998? Was it A, Viagra, B, violin, C, vodka? Text A, B or C to 85123. Text will be charged at your standard network rate. And the competition lines close at the end of part 2, so get texting now, and we'll see you after the break.
An egg with a pork pie in the middle of it.
Vodafone brings you the big idea.
My great-great-grandfather, Samuel Stevenson, was a master mariner.
Pamela Stevenson retraces her ancestors' adventurous past.
One account is that he was murdered by pirates. What was he doing with another wife?
She braves dangerous waters.
Whoa!
And discovers it's not all plain sailing.
What will you do if I get killed by pirates?
Let's just don't talk like that. Murder or Mutiny starts Thursday at 10 on Sky 3.
Have you experienced the Tops difference yet? We offer you a free brochure, plus a loaner tile service, so you can try before you buy. There's a free DIY DVD, and we'll even buy back the tiles you don't use. We also have a lowest price guarantee to make sure you get a great deal. So do your thing and save in style at Tops Tiles.
The new Tesco bonus credit card. It's unique because it gives you interest back every year. You won't find anything like it anywhere. Mind you won't find many places where you could pick up a credit card with your bananas either. The Tesco bonus credit card. Every little helps.
Hi, I'm Dawn, a product advisor at Holland & Barrett, and here's why our £4.99 super sale makes Holland & Barrett the place to be this autumn. You can save an amazing £8 on our big pack of cod liver oil, now at only £4.99. And there's a massive saving of £15 on high-quality glucosamine, also only £4.99. And thanks to our excellent training academy, we can help you out with good advice on any of our products. So hurry on down to Holland & Barrett. The £4.99 super sale is now on.
I've never felt this good.
Without a doubt, confidence grows with age. But after 60, no matter what, your skin can let you down. It becomes more fragile. I found Age Reperfect Pro Calcium from L'Oreal for very mature skin like mine. This unique formula helps protect my skin. My skin feels toned, more resilient. I'm 68, and Age Reperfect Pro Calcium is the future of my skin and yours.
New Age Reperfect Pro Calcium from L'Oreal Paris.
We're worth it.
At Dolland & Aitchison, we prefer to take our time to find out what you really need. And we promise to treat you like a person, not a sausage. DNA. We see eye care differently.
This is the story of the boy who had a Christmas wish. His dad wanted him to be the happiest boy at Christmas time. And to make him the happiest boy, he knew exactly what to do. He reached up high and got hold of the Christmas wish and took it to a place where Christmas wishes come true. Don't Christmas shop for it. Argos it.
Disculpe, ¿ese es su carro? Sí, ¿es ok? ¿Qué se siente manejar ese carro?
Así.
Get a lot more than you'd expect from Ford.
Sky Movies rules. Dogs have a sixth sense for evil. And unlike humans, they know when to run away. For horror, Sky Movies rules.
Water-flavoured crisps.
Vodafone brings you the big idea.
Welcome back to The Big Idea, where the best of British inventors in the land are competing for a massive £100,000 investment prize. Unfortunately for them, they've got to get past our judges first.
Every single inventor has just 1 minute to pitch their big ideas to the judges. But what exactly are the judges looking for? Karen is a hugely successful businessman and is looking for good businessy things.
Is there something different? Is there something better? If you had a domestic version of it, huge market. The brand name is fantastic. Is it going to change the marketplace forever?
Whereas Craig is more of an inventor's inventor and thinks everyone is lovely.
It's a no, but I love where you're coming from. I'm looking for something that can genuinely change the world. I think you're lovely. I think your dogs are lovely. I think your product's lovely.
And Ruth? Well, she may be called Ruth, but when it comes to inventors, she's pretty much ruthless.
What's the point of it? I don't actually get what you're trying to achieve. For me, it's one of the poorest ideas that I've seen. Because of my background and the type of person I am, I'm looking for somebody who's got a fantastic idea that I can turn into big money.
Now, meet Terry. He thinks he's got a great idea, but will the judges?
I'm here to show you today something that came up because of need, and that was a foot and toe cleaner.
What?
Foot and toe cleaner.
I thought that's what you said.
I had a hip replaced. I found I couldn't reach my feet to clean them properly. And I started off with just a small single blade, and of course you put it between your toes and you can wash them with shampoo.
It's up to Ruthless Ruth.
Is it a big idea? It's not one of the biggest we've seen. Is it one of the better ideas of today? I think it is. It's a yes.
Right, thank you.
Thank
you
you
can
very
also
much.
use it to wash your back.
It's also good for pointing at people.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a big hand for Terry Jennings and his foot and toe cleaner. thank you for coming on the show.
Yep.
I'm not sure myself that it's necessarily what we would call a big idea in terms of what the show is
Okay.
about. Ruth,
Yeah.
you're an expert saleswoman. Sell
yes.
it, sell it.
I mean, really,
sell it to this audience.
Right, okay, well, first of all, this audience is not my target market, but...
They've got clean feet.
Well, no, it's not about that. I'm actually thinking about, as you get older, if you've got arthritis or you've got back trouble, then seriously, getting down to clean your feet is an issue. This is in the rawest form. It does what it says, and there's not many products that we've seen or I saw that day that actually did that.
Right.
Is it the big idea? It's a very good idea, and it potentially is.
Well, very convincing, but does it actually work? Dick Strawbridge was willing to get his feet dirty to find out.
Crushing grapes is a messy old business. But with a dicky back, washing your feet, that's a major task. Thank goodness for Terry. Terry's toe and foot cleaner means I can wash, dry, and apply medication to my feet. Time to test it. Interchangeable heads that I can very easily... Oh, look at that. It's really nice between the toes. Feet washed, time to change the interchangeable head. This is a prototype. Hey, this looks like a British prototype. Look at that. So we'll just get rid of this one, and we'll bring back the drying head. How's that? It's a really simple idea. And now it's time to dry my feet. Oh yes, we're into this. Look, there's not a huge market for this, but if you need it, it could be a lifesaver.
Well, he loves it. He loves it. Karen, is this a big idea?
The simple answer to that is it's not a big idea. However...
It works. It works.
It's shown that it works in the prototype form. There are other alternatives around.
Yes, you can get a loofah that you used to have many years ago, but you try and get that between your toes.
You try that, Karen.
Right. The other thing being is you can get a long plastic handle with a large sponge on it.
Yep, you can. You see, there is.
Yeah,
you can get a plastic handle with sponge on it.
But you try and get that between your toes.
Try and get that
That's
between
even
your toes.
worse.
OK. Look, don't get me wrong. I said it can work, but it's a very, very small market. And if you're talking about niche markets, fine. But that niche market has got to be big enough to have a big market and a big idea. That's all I'm saying is I just don't think it's a big idea.
Is it a niche market? I see where you're coming from, but I think it's a big enough market to attack.
It's not just over 65s. You'd use it, wouldn't you?
If I'd got a back problem, I would, Richard. There's no issue
Why not
there.
anyway, if it's so convenient?
Because I've got something already. That's not what this product is designed
Save
for.
your back now.
No, I'm too young. You should actually use it so you clean your feet properly.
Okay. Right, I think we're going to...
Yes, yes. See, the audience agree.
OK, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Terry Jennings and his foot and toe cleaner. So Karen and Ruth have already championed one idea each. Now it's Craig's turn to put his money where his mouth is.
Inventors get their inspiration from very different sources, some from life's little frustrations,
I came up with the idea when I saw mothers getting wet in the rain.
some from chance conversations.
I came up with the idea after talking to my sister.
Others get their ideas from everyday life. This is Moo,
Everybody calls me Moo.
and she gets her ideas from her life as wife and mother. And 25 years ago, she had a really big idea.
I invented a form of disposable nappy for my babies.
She took it to one of the biggest pharmaceutical firms.
They thought it was laughable. They thought nobody would want to buy something that you threw away.
And what did they know? Now, Moo is back with her next big idea. To demonstrate it, she's brought along her friend Christine for support. And this truly terrifying green doll.
Can we ask you about the choice of a green baby?
Yeah,
before you start?
It really doesn't look well.
Fortunately, this thing isn't Moo's big idea. Her big idea is the kitchen wipe. Well, no ordinary kitchen wipe. Tear off 2 sheets and you can transform it into a disposable bib.
I call it the wib because it's not a wipe and it's not a bib.
Yes, perhaps wisely, Moo decides not to use the green doll of death to demonstrate her whip, but her friend Christine instead.
It turns into a bib.
Yeah. I must be honest, this programme for me is called The Big Idea. You know, are there disposable bibs out there? Yes, they are, whether they're paper, plastic. To me, it's not a big idea.
So, a wipeout from Ruth. Is Karen Billamoria convinced?
No.
Oh no, maybe the curse of the devil doll has put paid to Moo's big idea. It's all down to Craig.
To me, this is a very big idea because it's got totally global potential. So for that reason, I'd love to send you through as well.
Thank you.
Welcome, please, Muriel Morris-Jones and the Handy Pack. Hello there, Moo.
Come up here.
Moo, why do you insist on this green devil doll? Why not choose a normal doll that doesn't look so unpleasant?
I didn't happen to have one. I made him in a hurry. 9 days instead of 9 months.
So this is your own creation. Now,
Yes.
this is a disposable bib. They do already exist.
Yes, but this is actually a paper towel that you can just use as paper towel.
So it's exactly what you've got as a kitchen towel now, except it's got a dual purpose.
Very superior kitchen towel.
The clever bit is the perforations and the fact that none of the big kitchen manufacturers can actually patent and protect that. So Muriel can do it, and she's had the patents for about 10 years.
Yes.
All right, well, there you go. Craig likes it. But does it actually work? We asked a man who should always wear a bib when eating, Dick Strawbridge.
Bon appetit. This looks absolutely... What am I thinking about? I'm just going to get covered in it. But Muriel's come to the rescue. All right, this looks like your standard kitchen roll. All you do is tear it off, and with the aid of a couple of extra little bits of perforation, look how easy this is. All of a sudden, we've got a bib. I think it's a brilliant idea. But actually, it's not designed for me. It's for kids. I think we better see what they think of it. You see, can I just put this around your neck? See, there we go. Look at this. You now have the opportunity to get mucky and your T-shirt stays white. It's good, isn't it?
In principle, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
If it was recycled as well.
That would be good. That would be good.
My only concern actually would be the baby actually pulling this up and eating it.
Could work, I think.
You're not sounding completely convinced, are
I'm
you?
not completely convinced because I
That's
think
fair
it might go through, that's all, because babies do dribble and they spill quite a lot of water.
Muriel, I love it. This is so simple. This is just such a brilliant idea. A man happy at his work.
It does soak through, though, doesn't it? Let's talk to the judges. Both of you were adamant about this. Ruth, why didn't you put it through?
Number one, I think that if you put that on a child, it will be off within a second because it's not a tight tie around the back.
That's a very good point, though, isn't it?
You can tie it at the back.
It was made
It's
of paper.
towel, though, I don't
paper.
think you'll laugh.
But you still tied it at the back.
Made of paper.
You can tuck it in anywhere, you see.
This has got the potential to actually be a nice little product for babies and for bigger kids and for adults and for fish restaurants and for the NHS. Okay, and it costs the same amount of money as the normal kitchen roll, so that's the positive
In
side.
terms of it being suitable for adults, can you imagine if you're having a dinner party and then putting on a bib?
Absolutely, I can. No, fish restaurants, you do it all the time.
OK, we're going to move on. We will put this to the audience vote later on, but for now, thank you very much. Muriel Morris-Jones and the Handy Pack.
Inventions largely fall into two categories. There's the really big, world-changing ones.
My system is for cooling the underground.
Then there's Nigel, whose idea is so big he's brought along two guardian angels for support.
Go, Nigel. Go, Nigel.
So what on earth is it?
I feel it'd be a great advantage if we could live in a world with germ-free water.
And to get rid of the germs, all you need to do is add silver pellets to any bit of water in the land.
Go, Nigel. Go, Nigel.
Do the judges think it's a goer?
No.
No. No.
Maybe Nigel's idea was just too big. This next invention may be smaller, but inventor Simone thinks it tackles a massive problem.
The ICU is a two-way child reassurance system. It's got a main system that sits in the back of the car for the child, so the child can see your face. The driver's monitor consists of a 2-inch screen with a built-in camera, so you can monitor what's going on in the back of the car.
Craig really isn't convinced.
What good is